Welcome travelers. Today, we're going to explore one of Europe's most fascinating and smallest countries, Belgium. It's a land of medieval history, lively cities, legendary beers, and amazing chocolates. Today, we'll take a trip through the 10 most visited cities in the country. We'll go from number 10 all the way to number 1, finding out what makes each place so special. Get ready and stick around until the end, because the top spot might just surprise you. Let's start our journey through Belgium. We start our journey in Dinant, a real gem tucked between cliffs right on the Meuse River. This small Walloon town is where Adolphe Sax, the guy who invented the saxophone, was born. And you can just feel the music everywhere you go. Its shape is super easy to spot. The Collegiate Church of Notre Dame, with its onion-shaped dome, stands tall in front of the Dinant citadel. You can get up there by cable car or by climbing over 400 steps. A ticket costs about 11 euros. From the top, the views of the valley are amazing. You can also visit Fryer Castle, which costs 9 euros to get in, and its fancy French gardens, or take a boat trip on the Meuse River for 10 euros. Dinant is known for its local sweets and its beautiful nature, which is perfect for kayaking or hiking. It's a small town, so it's great for a quick trip. And even though it's peaceful, thousands of people visit every year. It's a place where history, music, and nature all come together perfectly. Next up is Namur, the fancy capital of Wallonia. The city sits where the Sambre and Meuse rivers meet, watched over by its amazing citadel. It's one of the biggest forts in Europe, and it costs 8 euros to get in. From its walls, you can see awesome views of the Old Town. Namur's Old Town is full of cobblestone streets, cool shops, and cafes with outdoor seating. It feels like a perfect mix of city life and nature. St. Albans Cathedral and the Felician Rops Museum, which costs 5 euros to enter, show off the local art history. Every year, the city hosts festivals and fairs that draw big crowds, especially in the summer. Namur is also the gateway to the Ardennes, a region with forests and rivers that's great for outdoor fun. Their food mixes hearty dishes with local craft beers. Visitors often talk about how peaceful the city is, perfect for a relaxed stroll through history, art, and beautiful scenery. Coming in at number 8 is Liège, a city that's always finding new ways to be awesome. It used to be a big industrial hub, but now it's all about art and culture. The Montagne de Bueren, with its 374 steps, gives you an amazing view of the city. And at the bottom, the cafes in Outremeuse are buzzing with local traditions and live music. The St. Paul's Cathedral and the Museum of Walloon Life, which costs 5 euros to get in, tell stories of centuries of religious life and everyday living. Plus, the Grand Curtius Museum, with a 9 euro entry fee, has collections of old artifacts, glass, and fancy art. Liège is famous for its lively student scene, its artsy vibe, and its delicious caramelized waffles. In national surveys, it's often named one of Belgium's most real and true cities, perfectly blending the old with the new. Visiting Liège means you'll discover a vibrant city, proud of who it is, and with a cultural scene that's always growing and changing. We're moving on to our 7th spot with Mechelen, a city in Flanders that will surprise you with its fancy and calm vibe. It's located between Brussels and Antwerp, and it used to be where the Archbishop lived and a big political center in the 1500s. Its main symbol is the Tower of St. Rumbold, which costs 8 euros to go in. From there, you get an amazing view that covers a lot of Flanders. The Palace of Margaret of Austria and the Hof van Boesleden Museum, which costs 12 euros to enter, remind us of the fancy Renaissance times. Mechelen is also known for its Goeden Carolus beer, made at the Het Anker Brewery. They offer tours with a tasting for 15 euros. Its canals, flowery squares, and beguinages offer pretty spots for photos without the noise of big cities. Even though it's not huge, Mechelen is one of the most visited places because it feels so welcoming, mixes old religious history with beer culture, and is in a great spot. A quiet but unforgettable treasure. Coming in at number 6 is Leuven, the academic heart of Belgium and one of the youngest cities at heart. Its Catholic university, founded in 1425, is one of Europe's oldest and has really shaped what the city is all about. The university library, rebuilt after World War I, costs €7 to visit and tells a story of bouncing back. The Museum Leuven shows off modern art and classic Flemish pieces, with tickets at €12. Squares like Oude Markt, known as the longest bar in the world, are buzzing with nightlife, students, cafes, and live music. Leuven is also famous for being where Stella Artois started, and you can visit the factory for €14, which includes a tasting. Walking its cobblestone streets, you can feel the innovation, youth, and culture. Leuven really shows that learning, fun, and art can all live together perfectly. We arrive at the sea with Ostend, the queen of the Belgian coast. It was the favorite beach spot for kings in the 19th century, and today it still brings in thousands of tourists every summer. Its boardwalk and huge beach are perfect for walking or biking. The Mercator Sea Museum costs €8 to get in, while Napoleon Fort can be visited for €9. During the summer, the city is full of art events, like the Crystal Ship, an outdoor urban mural exhibit. Seafood lovers will really enjoy the Vissersky Pier, where they can try fresh shrimp and traditional dishes. Ostend mixes relaxation and culture, with direct trains from Brussels and Ghent. It's the perfect getaway for anyone looking for salty air, modern art, and good food by the North Sea. We're heading into our top 4 with Ghent. This city feels like it's straight out of a history book, but it's also buzzing with modern energy. Its canals, bridges, and Gothic buildings create a really special vibe. The Castle of the Counts of Flanders lets you explore its dungeons and towers for €13. From there, you get amazing views of the Lys River, and inside St. Bavo's Cathedral, you'll find the famous Adoration of the Mystic Lamb by the Van Eyck brothers. It's a real treasure. Ghent has done a fantastic job of blending its medieval past with a lively cultural scene. Think festivals, cool street art, bustling markets, and a food scene that's really taking off. You can even take a boat ride for about €10 and see the beautiful buildings reflected in the water. Ghent is known for having one of the best qualities of life in Belgium. Its charm really comes from that perfect mix of living history and a fresh, modern spirit. In third place, we have Antwerp, a city famous for diamonds and fancy Baroque art. More than 80% of the world's diamond trade happens right here, making its special diamond area a truly luxurious sight. The Cathedral of Our Lady costs €12 to enter and holds amazing artworks by Rubens. And the Maas Museum, which costs €10, gives you a great view of the city and cool new exhibits. The Fashion District, with its famous Belgian designers, adds a modern touch to a city full of history. The Grote Markt and Steen Castle really show off its Flemish spirit. Antwerp mixes art, shopping, and nightlife, making it one of the most diverse cities in the country. Every year, millions of visitors come here, drawn by its mix of elegance, creativity, and city buzz. Almost at the top is Bruges, the Venice of the North. Its perfectly preserved old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The belfry stands tall over Markt Square, and it costs €15 to enter, offering amazing views from its 366 steps. Very close by, the Historium Bruges lets you take an immersive trip back to the 15th century for another €15. You can explore its canals by boat for €12, and every Gothic facade looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale. You can't leave without visiting the Chocolate Museum, which costs €10 to enter, or trying the handmade chocolates. Even though it's not huge, Bruges gets over 8 million visitors every year, making it one of Europe's most popular tourist cities. Its nightlights reflecting on the water create a magical atmosphere that captivates everyone. Topping our list is Brussels, the country's capital and the heart of Europe. The Grand Place, thought to be one of the most beautiful squares in the world, shines with its golden buildings. The famous Atomium offers amazing views and cool future-like displays for €17, while Mini Europe lets you see the whole continent in tiny form for €17.30. Brussels is also where European comics were born. The Comic Strip Museum costs €12 to enter and celebrates Tintin and other heroes. Its neighborhoods mix fancy and artsy vibes. Le Sablon, Ixelles, and Saint-Géry are full of cafes, old-fashioned shops, and art galleries. Here you can try the best of Belgium: mussels and fries, handmade chocolates, and famous beers. More than 8 million tourists visit each year, putting it at the top, not just because it's a political center, but because of its lively spirit and variety. And so, our journey through Belgium's 10 most visited cities comes to an end. It's a small country in size, but huge in history, art, and flavor. From the medieval canals of Bruges to the modern energy of Brussels, Belgium shows that every corner has its own special magic. If you enjoyed this trip, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell so you don't miss our next adventures in Europe. Tell me in the comments, which city would you like to visit? See you at the next destination. And remember that the best journey always starts with a good story.